Hello, darlings, and Merry React Miss, where we react to different performances. If you're new here, hi, I'm Carolyn, but you could call me Care, and today we are reacting to Six, the musical, the opening number. Now, this musical, I do enjoy it. I love it. It's 90 minutes long, no intermission, and to me, this is the perfect, I don't even know, it's a musical, but it's not a musical, and therefore it's the perfect musical to take those who don't necessarily like music. That's a lot of words, but the point is that if I was going to bring a friend to a show, this would be the show to do it. There's a lot, I feel, pop influences to be able to understand the characters in Six, which, if you don't know, it is Henry. It is it is Henry VIII's ex-wives, and there's 6 of them. And I feel like the opening number kind of does that anyway. So let's get into it. Oh, also, if you don't want to hear my commentary, no problem. The link to this video is in the description. Therefore, you can enjoy it for yourself. But for those that want to stay, let's party.
Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded, survived. And tonight,
Woo! Come on now.
Listen up, let me tell you a story that you think you've heard.
Love her.
You know our names and our fame and our faces. Know all about the glories and the disgraces.
Come on now.
I'm done, 'cause all this time I've been just one word in a stupid rhyme. So I picked up a pen and a microphone.
Gorgeous.
History's about to get overthrown.
Okay, I know. I wanted them to kind of like, in a way, introduce themselves, which they don't really, they will actually introduce themselves as far as who they are, and they go in the order of the wives. You'll notice that it's divorced, beheaded, died, and then it's divorced, beheaded, survived, and that's actually what ended up happening to them. If you're a huge fan of Tudors, so was I, and I enjoyed it. Or, you know, the other Boleyn girl. So this musical has so much about it to unpack. In fact, I need to redo that video. Years ago, I made a video about the costumes. I need to redo it because the mics are better now, and it is something I find fascinating about the symbolism in their costumes. So yeah, let's get to it.
Welcome to the show, to the history mix. Switching up the flow as we add the prefix. Everybody knows that we used to be 6. Why?
I mean, I'm just bouncing. I love it.
Ex-wives.
Also, something I think is so cool is you notice that the band behind them, they are called the Ladies in Waiting. I know, so clever. But anyways, I don't know. Are you bouncing with me? This is fun. This is why it's hard to see it as a musical, because it's just like a concert. But it's so much fun, and it's also very informative about a lot of things in history.
Radio City, make some noise! My name's Catherine of Aragon. Was married 24 years. I'm a paragon
Yes.
of royalty. My loyalty is to the Vatican. So if you try to dump me, you won't try that again.
Let's get into the first introduction, right? And if you notice the moves and the dances that they did, I remember seeing, I think it was the UK. I think the UK had it first before it went to Broadway. And what they did was they would be walking in a circle, but this is so much more helpful because they're able to, you know, do the Temptations where they're giving you the clues, but they allow the queen to be having her moment and introduce herself to you, and it looks really cool as far as the transitions. You know what? I should do a video on how each queen has a different sound that is familiar to us, because I feel like they associate themselves with different pop stars. So I'm not going to say who I think the first one reminds me of, but if you want to, be like, one, this person, two, this person, I'm more than happy to share it in the comments. But I should create a video on this because,
I'm that Berlin girl and I'm up next. See, I broke England from the church. Yeah, I'm that sexy.
I love
Why did I
her.
lose my head? Well, my sleeves may be green, but my lipstick's red.
Now, do not be fooled. They're like, oh, Bolin, okay, cool. Like her intro, I don't know if this was smart. I think it is that her intro is kind of like, oh, okay, that's cute, whatever. Because then when her time comes and her song happens, I should do a reaction to her performance as Bolin because it's just like, oh, this is amazing. Like, I love her character choices in it. If you've seen it, you know what I mean.
James Seymour, the only one he truly loved. Red. When my son was newly born, I died, but I'm not what I seem, or am I? Stick around and you'll suddenly see more.
So see, it's like with her intro, it's like, oh, right. Because if you know your history, you know that Jane is a bit more reserved and things like that. So then what they did was to kind of give her a bit more enticement where it's like, oh, maybe there is a side that we haven't seen or see more. Yeah. I already know what's happening coming up, and this is my girl.
Ich bin Anna of Cleves. When he saw my portrait, he was like, yeah. I didn't look as good as I did my pic. Funny how we all discussed that, but never Henry's little pick up here.
Ooh, okay. I think it's obvious of which wife is my favorite. Number 4 would be the wife I'd be like, we're hanging out, we're going out, we're doing this, yeah, and stuff. I would love to know who's your favorite wife and why. She's mine. I love her personality. I just need her as my bestie and things like that. Also, her song. Oh, yes.
And the Catherine who lost her head. All my
Hey.
promiscuity outside of wed. Lock up your husbands, lock up your sons. Hey, how it is here and the fun's begun.
Survived.
So it's amazing. I think, you know what, based on that question, I'm like, who's your favorite wife? I think a lot of people say Catherine. And that's also something too, is that when her song came, I was like, oh, okay. And then when her song ended, I was like, oh my gosh. Like I would say out of all the songs, that one to me gave me the most musical theater because it allowed me to follow her emotions as she was sharing her story.
Down, I'm the final wife. I saw him till the end of his life. I'm the survivor, Catherine part. I bet you wanna know how I got this far.
Do we?
Let you know how we got this far.
You guys hear a bit of Destiny's Child? Yeah, they did that on purpose. Like, don't you lie to me. Sorry, I see someone out there with a dog and I got all excited. Okay.
Everybody knows that we used to be six.
Yes!
But now we're one of a kind, no category.
Come on.
Many years, my city's gone.
Okay, and just a reminder, this is the beginning. This is the beginning of the show. And I think what it cues the audience where it's like, oh, this is not a sing-along or anything, but you can cheer through it because they give that concert feel. Hence, look at the okay. For 5 more minutes. Hey. We're 6. Look at that. They're like, heck yeah. And Anyways, darlings, I hope that you enjoyed that performance. I know I did. I enjoy that musical. And I would love to know, who is your favorite wife and why? And without further ado, I hope you're enjoying this season. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh, wait. And now, without further ado, take care, darling.